Good morning, everyone. Today we'll discuss about the first experiment on electrical machines laboratory, open circuit and short circuit test on single phase transformer. Okay, so the objective of the experiment is to conduct open circuit and short circuit test on a given single phase transformer, and hence to determine efficiency, voltage regulation, and how to draw the equivalent circuits of a single phase transformer. Apparatus required. So there are some apparatus are required for the experiment. One is auto transformer. It is also called as a variac. You can call it as. So the range of auto transformer is 0 to 300 volt, and it is a single phase auto transformer. We require one quantity, and some of the connecting wires are required. And voltmeter for open circuit test, we require 0 to 300 volt. So it is moving iron type. That is moving iron type is used for the AC measurement, and moving coil type is used for the DC measurement. Okay, and 0 to 30 volt it is required for short circuit test. This is the second voltmeter, and ammeter is required for 0 to 2 ampere for no load test. It is also called as open circuit test. So because in open circuit test the current is very less, so therefore we require 0 to 2 amps ammeter for moving iron type. And for short circuit test we have current rating is more. So for example, we are using the transformer of 1 kVA or 2 kVA transformer. If 2 kVA transformer, the maximum permissible load current is 8.6 ampere. For measurement of that 8.6 ampere, we need nearly 10 ampere ammeter. So that's why ammeter we require 0 to 10 amps or 0 to 20 amps of moving iron type. And wattmeter, there are two types of wattmeters are there. One is a low power factor wattmeter and unity power factor wattmeter. So for no load measurement, no load test measurement or open circuit test measurement, so we have to use the low power factor wattmeter. So in that the wattmeter they have displayed like a cos pi is equal to 0.2. Okay, that is called as low power factor wattmeter. So the range of current is 2 ampere and 300 volt. This is used for open circuit test, and UPF wattmeter is used for the short circuit test. That is range of current range is 0 to 10 ampere, either you can use, or 0 to 20 ampere. The voltage rating is required is up to 75 volts or 100 volts. That is enough. Okay, so these are the some of the apparatus required for the experiment. So the circuit diagram of the experiment is, this is the open circuit test circuit diagram. So we have a transformer. So this is the transformer. So it has a primary and secondary. So P1 and P2 primary terminals, S1 and S2 are the secondary terminals. Okay, and this transformer is connected to the main supply through the auto transformer. It is also called as a variac, single phase auto transformer. So single phase auto transformer is connected to the phase and neutral of the input voltage. So then secondary, that is the knob. So knob of the variac is going to vary. Okay, so this second terminal of the auto transformer is connected to the meters. Okay, that is voltmeter is connected in parallel 0 to 300 volt, and ammeter is connected in series, and wattmeter is also connected both current coil and voltage coil. Current coil is connected in series and voltage coil is connected in parallel. So this is M, this is C, this is L, and this is V. And M means connected to the mains, C means it is the common, and L is connected to the load side, and V means V is connected to the voltage side of the transformer. Okay, so this is the wattmeter. So we can call it as this is V naught because no load readings, hence it is taken as V naught. This is I naught and this one is W naught. Okay, so and always doing the open circuit test, so there are two types of windings, low voltage winding and high voltage winding. So in this experiment we are using a single phase transformer of 1:1 transformer. So there is no low voltage and high voltage winding because both are same winding we are using here. So generally, so high voltage winding keep open. Okay, Okay, in generally, if you conduct a open circuit test, low voltage side you connect all the meters and high voltage side should be kept open. Okay, this is the circuit diagram for open circuit test. Okay, for short circuit test, connection is same. Only thing is, you have to interchange the low voltage winding and high voltage winding. In this case, short circuit test always do short circuit on low voltage winding, and you need to connect all the meters near high voltage winding. So that is the only changes. So uh, for you people, you are going to be confused. That's why we are using primary and secondary. Generally primary we are connecting all the meters, and secondary we will perform the open circuit and short circuit test. Okay, either it may be low voltage or high voltage, irrespective of that one. For single phase 1:1 transformer, if we are using, both the windings are same level voltage. Okay, so take open circuit on secondary, and short circuit you do it on secondary itself through a thick conductor or thick wire. So here wattmeter we are using low power factor wattmeter in open circuit test, and for short circuit test we are using unity power factor wattmeter. So that is going to be changed, and current range of the ammeter is also going to be changed. Here 0 to 10 ampere in short circuit test, and 0 to 2 ampere in open circuit test. And voltmeter rating is 0 to 300 volt in open circuit test, and 0 to 30 volt in short circuit test. Okay, and this is about short circuit test of a transformer. So now coming to the experiment. So theory of the experiment: equivalent circuit parameters of the transformer can be easily determined by performing test to involve the little power consumption. Two tests, no load test and short circuit test, will be providing information to determine the parameters of equivalent circuit. So what do you mean by open circuit test? So I already explained in the circuit diagram. So what is open circuit and what is a short circuit test? So it is performing on high voltage side, you have to do the open circuit, and low voltage side you have to do the short circuit. So open circuit test, it will use the no load reading. So V naught, I naught, and cos pi naught. From this, you need to find out the core losses in the transformer. Okay, that is, there are two types of losses. One is core losses, another one is copper loss. Core loss, it is called as a no load loss, and copper loss is a winding loss under the load condition. Okay, so open circuit test, it will use the core loss, and short circuit test, it will use the copper loss in the transformer. Once you know the losses occurred in the transformer, okay, you need to find out the performance of the transformer. Performance of the transformer means what? You need to find out the efficiency. Efficiency means output power divided by input power. So how much input power you are giving, how much you will get across the output. Suppose you are giving 10 input, you will get 8 output. So your efficiency will become 80%. Okay, so 8 divided by 10. Okay, likewise, so another 20% is going to be loss. What is those loss? So it is a core loss or a copper loss. Okay, so that is need to be conducting, need to find out. So that is in this experiment, that is called as efficiency, first one. Next one is voltage regulation. We need to find out voltage regulation. What do you mean by what is voltage regulation? So voltage regulation means secondary terminal voltage. So change in the secondary terminal voltage from no load to full load. Okay, under this condition we need to find out what is the secondary terminal voltage under no load condition, and then connect voltmeter under the load condition, what is the secondary terminal voltage, and difference of these two. Suppose for example 230 volt will get at the um, no load terminal. Okay, so when you connect across the load, so you will get nearly, instead of 230 you will get a 220 volt. So a difference of those things, 230 minus 220, there is a 10 volt is different, divided by no load voltage. No load means again 230 voltage you have to put. So you will get some percentage multiplied by 100, then it will give some percentage, and this is called as a voltage regulation. This voltage regulation, it should be always permissible. It should be less than 5%. Then it is a good effective there. So this is called as a voltage regulation and of any transformer. And now the observation table for open circuit test. You need to know what there is only one reading in the both the test. And first open circuit test, you need to perform give the rated voltage like 230 volt of the transformer that can be obtained by the auto transformer. So gradually vary that, you will get a 230 volt. So write V naught is equal to 230 volt, and I naught, it is nearly 0.2 amps or 0.26 amps. So you will get I naught, that is 0.26 amp, and W naught, that is the watt meter reading, nearly you will get 38 watts, etc. Okay, and for short circuit test, so we will call it as VSC, that is called as short circuit voltage. ISC is called as a short circuit current, and WSC is called as a short circuit power. So the same voltage, voltmeter, ammeter, and wattmeter reading will be taken under the short circuit test, and calculate the wattmeter constant. So in our laboratory, we are using a multifunction meter. So if you use the multifunction meter, no need to find out the wattmeter constant. Suppose if you use the wattmeter individually, okay, in multifunction meter means it consists of all the meters. Okay, it consists of voltmeter, ammeter, wattmeter, power factor meter, frequency meter, everything. Every meter it is a digital meter. So no need to find out the wattmeter constant in the multifunction meter if you connect through the multifunction meter, or you can do the connection individually through the separate voltmeter, separate ammeter, separate wattmeter. So you need to find out the wattmeter constant. How to find out the wattmeter constant? Wattmeter constant can be calculated by a voltage range into current range multiplied by power factor divided by full scale deflection of the meter. Okay, so this will use the wattmeter constant. Voltage range means it is the voltage range available in the wattmeter. Suppose your connection of wattmeter, that is 75 volts or 300 volt. So if you are connecting voltmeter, that is the voltage terminal of the wattmeter, either 75 volt or it is a 300 volt. So how much you are connecting, so that range you have to take, that is called as 300 volt. And current range means what is your current range of the wattmeter, either you are connected to the 2 amps or 10 amps. So depending upon that, you need to take the current range of the wattmeter. And power factor, so power factor, if it is unity power factor, you take it as 1. Okay, and if it is a lagging power factor is there, it is mentioned on that wattmeter range. So you take that particular power factor of the low power factor meter. Okay, so this is the power factor range divided by maximum scale deflection. Maximum scale deflection is given in the wattmeter reading, either 1200 watts or 1600 watt, 1500 watt. Okay, what is the range is that I need to take that one, you will get wattmeter constant. So after taking the reading, you need to multiply with the wattmeter constant. So this is only you have to do for separate meters if you connect it to the experiment. If you are using multifunction meter, no need to find out the wattmeter constant. And this is the equivalent circuit of a transformer referred to the primary side. So after all the calculation, you need to draw the equivalent circuit diagram. We are going to study in the theory part of the transformers and generator. Okay, here supply voltage is V1, and these are the no load component R0 and X0 resistance and reactance of the transformer. No load resistance and no load reactance. So refer to the primary side. And I0 is the no load current, and it has a two component, IC and IM. IC is the core loss component. It is also represented by IW, and IM is the magnetizing component. Okay, and summation of IC and IM, this will give I0, and I2 dash is the secondary current, equivalent secondary current flowing through the primary side. So that is called as I2 dash. So I0 plus I2 dash, this will give the total input current, that is called as I1, that is the primary current. And R01 and X01, these are the resistances and reactance of the equivalent resistance and equivalent reactance of the transformer. So both we can call it as Z01. It is called as the equivalent impedance of the transformer. And V2 dash is the V2 is the secondary terminal voltage. V2 dash means equivalent secondary terminal voltage referred to the primary side. And similarly, ZL dash, that is the load side, load impedance, that can be represented by ZL dash. Secondary load impedance referred to the primary side. This is the approximate equivalent circuit. So that is given in the experiment. Okay. And equivalent circuit for OC test. So have supply voltage V1 and have R0 and X0. Due to R0, the IC is flowing here. IM is flowing through the X0. So that can be drawn through the phasor diagram. IC can also represented by IW, that is called as working current or core loss current. And I0 is the combination of IW and I mu, or I0 is a combination of IC and IM. IC and IW both are same, and IM is, or it is also called as I mu. We can call it as magnetizing component. Okay, so now, so the angle between IW and I0, this is called as a pi naught. That is a no load angle. Okay, so this is the phasor diagram under no load condition and equivalent circuit under OC test. Okay, and short circuit test, it will be use some resistance of primary side and resistance of secondary side, and reactance of primary and reactance of secondary side referred to the AM primary side. R2 means resistance of secondary winding. R2 dash means equivalent resistance of secondary winding referred to the primary side. Hence it is taken as R2 dash. Similarly X2 dash. So then current flowing through this is called as I2 dash. And angle between VSC and ISC is taken as pi SC. Okay. And for calculation purpose, after taking the reading, you need to find out the power factor, that is cos pi naught, that is equal to W naught divided by V naught into I naught, and IW is equal to, and it is also called as represented by IC. This is given by I naught cos pi naught from this diagram. So IW is equal to I naught cos pi naught, and I mu is IM is equal to I naught sin pi naught. Okay, I naught sin pi naught, and from this you need to calculate R naught and X naught. R naught is given by V naught by IW. R naught is given by V naught or V1. Both are same. V1 divided by IW or IC, and X naught is given by V1 by IM. Okay, current flowing this V naught divided by IM. Okay, and short circuit test, Z01 and R01 can be calculated. For that, VSC divided by ISC, and R01 is equal to WSC by ISC square. And from this, X01 can be calculated by square root of Z01 is known, so put Z01 square minus, and R01 is known and calculated R01 square. So this will give X01. Okay, and percentage R and percentage X component that can be calculated by full load current IFL. The full load current of the transformer is given on the nameplate detail. So R, you can calculate this. IFL is given by, that is your power rating of the transformer. Suppose if you are using a 2 kVA transformer, 2 kVA divided by 2K means 1000, 2 multiplied by 1000 divided by voltage rating is rated voltage is 230 volt. It will use some 8.66 ampere. So 8.66 ampere multiplied by R01, whatever you calculated, you put here, and divided by V rated, that is 230 volt, multiplied by 100. This will use percentage. Similarly, percentage X can be calculated by calculating X01. Okay, X01. So after this, regulation at a given power factor, percentage regulation, that is given by percentage R cos pi plus or minus percentage X sin pi. For positive is taken for lagging power factor, negative is taken for leading power factor for calculation purpose. So while doing calculation for lagging and leading, both the cases, so we'll take positive and negative. And efficiency at any desired load, that can be calculated by percentage neta is equal to X kVA into 1000 into power factor divided by X kVA into 1000 into power factor plus W naught plus X square WSC into 100. So W naught is the iron, this is the iron losses, and WSC is the copper losses. So we have calculated, these are the reading obtained from the observation table, and X is the load factor. So that can be taken for individual calculation. So first time you take X is equal to 1 for full load, next X is equal to half for half load, and X is equal to 1/4 for quarter load, and 3 by 4 for 3 by 4 load. Okay, so depending upon the x is the load factor, so we need to calculate x here, and x square here. Okay, so that can be substitute in the formula to find out the efficiency of the transformer under different load conditions. Okay, so then efficiency is also calculated by output power divided by input power into 100. Okay, output power divided by input power is taken as output plus losses. Okay, so and voltage regulation can be calculated by no load voltage minus full load voltage divided by no load voltage. I already told about the voltage regulation. And similarly, in terms of secondary values, percentage regulation is given by V02 minus the V2 means that is the secondary terminal voltage, not means that is a no load voltage, and V2 means that is the full load voltage, and divided by again no load voltage V2 naught. So this is given by I2 R02 cos pi 2 plus or minus I2 X02 sin pi 2 divided by V2 naught. Okay, so for positive is taken for lagging and negative is taken for leading power factor. Okay, and this is either you can take first formula or second formula to find out the secondary values or primary values of the percentage regulation. Okay, and this is about the voltage regulation lagging power factor phasor diagram, and this is the phasor diagram for leading power factor. And after that you need to do the calculation for, I have told about the efficiency and efficiency for different load factor, and taken as the power factor is 1 of the load power factor is 1, and calculate for load power factor 0.8, repeat the experiments, the same thing, half quarter load, half load, and 75% of load and full load. So all the readings you calculate it and write the values. Similarly, you take power factor is 0.8 and calculate all the thing, and percentage efficiency you need to calculate. And regulation also for lagging power factor, in the formula you take positive and do it for unity power factor 0.8, 0.6, 0.4, 0.2. Similarly, for leading power factor, you take equation as a negative, so plus or minus you take negative. So for negative and you calculate 0.8, 0.6, 0.4, 0.2 regulation of percentage. Okay, and you will get finally percentage nature of graph. There are two graphs you have to obtain. So one is voltage regulation versus power factor curve. So you take for terminal, one is for positive reading lagging power factor. You take a reading whatever the lagging power factor, it will becomes in the first quadrant, and for leading power factor you will get in a second quadrant and third quadrant. So we'll get the reading, and finally you join all the thing and you will get a graph like this. And percentage efficiency versus load curve. Okay, load means 0 to half load, that is a 0.5, 0.0, 0.1, 0.2. So in terms of kVA, you take write it and percentage efficiency. Okay, and you will get UPF and 0.8 power factor. Whatever the this table is there, according to this table you will draw the graph of the experiment. Okay, so this is this will use performance of a single phase transformer under open circuit and short circuit test. How to do the experiment? And first one is open circuit test. Connections are made as per the circuit diagram, and by keeping auto transformer voltage in zero output position. Initially the auto transformer is in zero position, then you gradually increase that, so switch on the supply and then vary the auto transformer voltage gradually and apply the rated voltage. What is the rated voltage of the transformer? That is given in the nameplate detail of the transformer. That is a single phase, it is obviously it is 230 volt. You apply 230 volt and give the supply voltage. Okay, and a transformer and keep the high voltage side open. Okay, secondary side should be open circuit, and the readings of all the meters are to be noted. What are the meters you are connected? Voltmeter, ammeter, and wattmeter. That is V0, I0, and W0. Okay, you take 3 readings of the meters. All the readings of the wattmeters are noted down. Then auto transformer is brought back to initial zero output position. Once it is over, then you come back to the zero position and switch is open. And similarly, short circuit test, connections are made as circuit diagram, okay, and vary the single phase auto transformer and low voltage is applied to the HV side of the transformer such that rated current flows through and short circuit LV side of the transformer. The primary rated current is given by. So for short circuit test, how you are doing for short circuit test? 1 minute. For short circuit test, you need to go for rated current of a transformer. So rated current of a transformer that can be calculated by the formula. So that is given in the here. So what is the kVA rating of the transformer? So 2 kVA is the kVA rating of the transformer. Similarly, 2 kVA rating, and so kVA means K is 1000 and rated primary current, that is 230 volt. So you calculate that. So you will get 8.66 ampere for 2 kVA, 4.3 ampere for 1 kVA. If you use the 1 kVA transformer, it is 4.3 ampere. If you are using 2 kVA transformer, your full load current I1, that is equal to 8.6 ampere. Okay, so in this case, you are short circuited at the secondary terminal. Hence, don't apply 230 volt here. Okay, so keep in mind, don't apply 230 volt while doing short circuit test. So if you apply 230 volt, the transformer will damage. Okay, so that's why. So you need to apply rated current under short circuit test, not rated voltage. Okay, so the rated current is 8.6 ampere. So that's why you go through the ammeter reading. Okay, so you put your multifunction meter in the current range. So that is the ammeter. Then slowly vary the variac or auto transformer. Slowly vary. Only 15% voltage you have to apply. So that is up to, that is 8 ampere. 8.6 is the maximum. So up to 8.6 ampere, you need to vary the variac. Okay, you observe the current reading and vary the 8.6 ampere of the variac up to 8.6 ampere. Okay, then note down the all the reading. So 8.6 is the current reading is obtained, and corresponding 8.6. So your voltage will be nearly 30 volt. Okay, and also calculate the wattmeter reading. So wattmeter reading nearly you will get either 105 volts or 150 volt, 150 watts, etc. Okay, so you observe all the readings of the meter, and the auto transformer is bring back to the original position, that is 0 position, and switch off the supply. So this is the procedure for short circuit test. For open circuit test, you need to apply full voltage. For short circuit test, we need to apply full current. Okay, so that is the difference between open circuit test and short circuit test. Okay, after this experiment, you will calculate some questions are there, Viva questions are there. Before conducting the experiment, there are some pre-lab questions and post-lab questions are there. Okay, go through all the questions and answer for all these questions, whatever I have explained about OC test and SC test. Okay, go through some textbooks and all those things, and internet, you search the answers for these questions. Okay, and do the answers on post lab question, and finally you will get result. Hence the efficiency and regulation of the single phase transformer are determined, and draw the equivalent circuit. Thank you very much.